How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Geneva. What?
Would you sing a song?
Sabe, nada terás bonita, Banjul bonita, rapasa dia indah.
Meet Palebo, a digital nomad from Denmark on an epic journey around the world.
My name is Palebo, and I'm a long-time radio producer. In 2013, I started planning to become a digital nomad and a full-time traveler. 3 years later, I had sold my house, my car, and all my furniture. And in July 2016, I set out on a quest to visit every country in the world. In this podcast, I'm taking you along on my journey, and I'm sharing my ups and downs and let you listen in to conversations with some interesting people I meet along the way.
This is the Radio Vagabond podcast.
This episode is brought to you in part by this website called hotels25.com. And this is a cool website. It helps you find the cheapest hotel rooms around the world. Hotels25.com. You should try it out. It actually works. When I left you in the last episode, I was leaving the beautiful resort Mandina River Lodges in a forest in the Gambia. And I left alone. My travel companion Edward decided to stay a bit longer, and we agreed that it was time to travel alone for a while and then join each other a few weeks later. But, spoiler, we never did. In fact, we haven't seen each other since then. But that's a whole other story for another time. Anyway, I went into the capital of the Gambia, Banjul, by the way, in a taxi where the taxi driver was smoking weed as we were driving. Yeah, the Gambia is a bit like the Jamaica of Africa. Sometimes when you're traveling and you don't know the city or the area, you don't know exactly which is the best part of the city to stay at. I try to Google it sometimes. Sometimes you can find something on TripAdvisor. But the place I booked it yesterday when we were at Mandina River Lodge and had to leave today. I went on Airbnb and found a place. It turned out to be a hostel, but we could get a private room and not in a dorm room. And we made sure that there was Wi-Fi because we haven't had Wi-Fi for 4 days now, so I have some work, so I need to get online. I found this place, and this morning Edward said, "Well, I like it so much here. I'm staying one more day." But I decided to go anyway. And when you're traveling so much and hanging out with, even though it's a good friend for 24 hours a day, it's nice to be apart for a few days. So we decided that it's going to be now, and he's staying there, and I went to the hostel. When I got here, point one, they did not receive any reservation. There's no Wi-Fi. And, oh, by the way, there's no water. And the last few days, every morning, the power went out because this is Gambia. And we didn't have any hot water. So I was sort of looking forward to a nice hot shower. So I wasn't too happy with that. I went on my phone because there's no Wi-Fi, but I went on my local SIM card data and searched for another place and found one, made sure that they had Wi-Fi. It was a bit more expensive, but it looked very fine. I booked it for 2 days and actually got a taxi, got into the taxi, and as I was just going into my emails to find the address of the place, I saw that I received another email from the place saying, "Sorry, we're fully booked and we cancel the reservation." So I got back out of the taxi, went back inside the hostel and took them up on their offer of letting me stay one night for free. Even though it's in a dorm room and there's no Wi-Fi, and at the moment here at 6:15, no running water. I'm staying here till the morning, and I'm on the rooftop terrace of the hostel, looking over an area where not a hell of a lot's going on. This is by no means in any tourist area. This is quite quiet and relatively safe, and the Gambian people are some of the nicest people I've met on my journey, so it's fine. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going down to Senegal already tomorrow, the southern part of Senegal, on my way to Guinea-Bissau, or I'm staying one more night. Now I'm going back on my phone with the local SIM card, and we'll try to work something out. The Polish guy who runs the place is called Marek, and he also used to be a full-time traveler. He started when he was a young man.
Around when I was 20, my age, I'm 40 now.
Okay.
So for about maybe 15 years, I've been traveling more or less around the world.
So you're from Poland, and you sold everything. You didn't have a house or an apartment in Poland.
Yeah, I had a house. I had an apartment. I still have a house, in the matter of fact, but I have some small business in Poland. But for like a past, last 10 years, during my traveling, I knew I have to find a place somewhere outside Poland, and I want to choose one of the places I travel. So it was like a coincidence, but that I came here to Africa.
Yeah, but that is my question. How does a Polish guy end up having a hostel in Gambia? How did that happen?
No, it was just a coincidence. I just came for holidays, only like travel. I had 3 weeks by this time, so I go around the country backpacking, everything. And then, like last week of my stay, I don't know, I had just feeling. I like this country, and I watch and I see it's lots of things to do around here. I want to do some things in tourism or other stuff, because I have to make my living out of this. And I seen this. I said to my friends, I'm sorry, give me maybe a few more weeks, maybe a few more months. I have people at Poland who took care of my business, my things, and I said, let me stay. So when I stay another few weeks, few months, and then I decided I think I will stay there permanently. So it's been 4 years now.
Yeah. And you still have a house in Poland?
Yeah, house. I'm still renting the house. And,
okay. But why just here? What is it about Gambia that you like?
More I know Gambia, more I understand, and more I like. So, first of all, I like this what most of the people like. It's nice weather. It's beautiful beach, friendly people.
Better than Northern Europe.
yeah. Much better. But also through this time, I seen the big business opportunities. Not only hostel is more like a hobby, but country is developing currently a lot. It's open for work, open for business. The currently political situation changed last year. Lots of investments, lots of trade, lots of other business going on here, and you can do lots of things. So I'm always busy.
Yeah. What's bad about Gambia? Is there something you would change if you were president?
Yeah, lots of things has to be changed, but it's changing slow. You can't change everything over the night. So also I see the president, I see the government, I see people. They trying, but when you live here, you see everyday life is better. Country is developing, and it's small country, so it's easy to develop, and it's very peaceful and very friendly. People don't fight between each other. So yeah, I'm very, very optimistic. This country, probably when you come back here in 5 years' time, you will not recognize the.
No.
It's not gonna be the same country.
No. Having been here a week, I find that the Gambian people are super nice. Is that your impression too?
Yes, they are, and I don't know if you can find many places in the world when people just smile and greet you on the street, and they helpful, they friendly, and it's very safe for travelers, for anyone. It's nothing can happen to you, nobody hurts you. Only maybe small like bumpsters follow the tourists, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, of course, you need to be sensible
they see them as the rich people, so they can try to make some business out of you, but nobody harm you. No. It's nice.
Yeah. So are you done traveling now? Are you still traveling?
I'm done traveling now, but at this moment. But I think I start again because the things we are doing here for the business, and then we want to extend for other African countries.
What kind of business is that?
We build, for example, so we build big lodge and houses, estate. So it's one business, but more we do trading business. We bring food stuff, frozen food, dry food. We bring cars, we bring spare parts, we involve in transport, bring trucks, bring other things. So all these things also work in other African countries, and we want to start moving down to south and establish also business in South Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone. So I think it's now at this moment it's going to be like a business pleasure. Traveling.
is there a growing middle class here in these countries?
Yes, it is.
So the buying power is going up.
It's going up. It's the people like everywhere. They need everything, and they don't produce much. It's not industry, no nothing. So everything is based on import from other countries.
Best of luck with your ventures, and I'm so glad we met.
Thank you very much. Me too. Thank you so much.
Before we continue, I just want to say a deep, heartfelt thank you to the people who wrote a review in iTunes or your podcast app. This means so much to me. Thank you. Now I'm about to leave the Gambia after a wonderful week here, spending New Year's Eve. Especially the Gambian people are some of the nicest people I've met so far. And
I want to call somebody, but I cannot take out the...
You do not?
This bell. I want this bell to out so that I can call somebody. I want to call Annie.
Yeah?
Yes, I want to call somebody, but here... It's here I want to call. You see, all is not there.
Yeah, I don't have any number that I can call. My limit is up, so
maybe you people you can. This I want to take out. So they tell me make I take out this bell.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Now where was I? No, I'm about to leave the Gambia and I'm heading south now. First, I'm going on this minibus that I'm standing next to. It'll leave when it's full, and then I'm getting on another bus in a place called Brikama and heading down to the border. When I cross the border, I'll get on another bus and then make my way down to the place I'm staying in for the next few days. It's called Cap Skirring, and I'm so looking forward to that. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Geneva. What?
Would you sing a song?
Santonsa. Bien, bien. Casamad. Itera sabi. Sabi. Nana teras. Bonita. Banjul. Rapa sabia idana.
We're just across the border on the Senegal side, and when I say we, it's because Ed was not here. He's still in Gambia, but I met another guy, and we started talking and found out that we both were Danish, and he's going to Cap Skirring as well, staying at another place, but we're going to the same place, so we sort of teamed up getting this journey. And here on the Senegal side, our driver doesn't go any further than this, so we needed to find another one that could take us down through southern Senegal. And we had the opportunity to get into one of those Z Plus cars. It's old, and when I say old, I mean really, really old, beat-up Peugeot with 7 seats plus the driver. We could get into one of those, but we chose the bigger minibus. But that might have been a mistake, even though it was cheaper, because it needs to be filled up before it goes anywhere, and it takes a lot longer for a minibus to get filled up than one of the Peugeot cars. We've been waiting, I think, an hour and a half now, and we tried to get our money back and then get on one of the Z Plus cars, but that was not an option. They have no return policy here with these cars. So this is where we are now, and it's 2:45, and I have no idea how long time we're going to be waiting. Another hour has passed, and it's 3:45 now, and they just started this minivan, and it's completely full, around 20 people in here, and now we're heading south from here. A long wait, but at least we're moving now. Well, sort of. Let me remind you about the geography of this part of northwestern Africa. The Gambia is a small country with a little bit of coastline in the middle of Senegal. If you look at a map, Senegal can look like a face, and the Gambia looks like its mouth. So the Gambians call their country the smiling coast of Africa. The capital of Senegal is in the northern part of the country, where the nose is, and since I was heading down to some of the countries south of Senegal, I decided to spend some more time in the southern half of Senegal too. I found a small beach town called Cap Skirring, located at the chin, close to the border of my next destination, Guinea-Bissau, and this is where I'm heading. If you're one of those people that have shared this podcast on social media, or maybe just told a friend out there in real life, I just want to say thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. Waking up to sounds like these and a view like the one I have right now is highly addictive. I'm in Cap Skirring. I'm at a place called Paradise. That's the name of the hotel. It's very nice. It's right on the beach where I am right now, on the terrace of the hotel. It's around 600 feet to the water. And if I step out, morning. And if I step out of the gate, I'm literally on the beach. I got palm trees, and I have the sounds of these birds in the morning. I booked the place for 3 nights, and I just spent the last night, but I want to stay some more time here in Cap Skirring. It's very nice here. It's by no means luxury, but it's nice and affordable. You do get a lot for your money here in this part of the world. I've decided to stay longer here in Cap Skirring in Senegal, but I wanted to find a place that has a little bit better internet. I could easily stay here, but the Wi-Fi connection is pretty slow. And next week I have to finish my podcast for Lego, and I need to be able to upload some files when it's done. And the Wi-Fi here at this place is very slow. Hello. Bonsoir. Speak English?
No, French, Italian, French.
So yesterday I found 5 different hotels and went for a walk to see them one by one and to test their Wi-Fi connection. Une personne.
6 jours.
Seulement moi.
Oui.
Mais
only person, 6 days.
yes.
Okay.
Est-ce
C'est possible, c'est possible.
possible vue en chambre? And I found one that was around $110 per night, 91 euros. Well, I've had French in school 30 years ago. And they have not good Wi-Fi, but definitely some of the best Wi-Fi that I've seen here in Africa. So that's where I'm moving in a few hours. It's not by the beach, but they have a nice pool, and the staff seemed very friendly. So I'm staying there for 6 nights, being able to work and still enjoy my time here in Cap Skirring, Senegal. That was almost it for this episode. In a few seconds, I'll tell you a little bit about what you can expect in the next episode. But before that, let me remind you that this episode is supported in part by hotels25.com. It's a website that helps you find the best prices on hotel rooms around the world in one simple search. Hotels25.com, you should try it out, it actually works. In the next episode, I will tell you more about Cap Skirring. I'll tell you about the unusual taxi system they have here, what it's like to be a two-pap and what that means. I'll also talk to my Belgian hosts at the place I ended up staying, and then I meet a young, gay Gambian man who works as a boy toy for elderly white European women. And he shows me a picture of himself that I wish I never saw. All that and much more in the next episode of the Radio Vagabond podcast. That's produced by my production company, Radio Guru. If you'd like to know what else I can offer in Radio Guru, go to radioguru.co.uk. My name is Palabo. See ya.